Hello and welcome everyone. Just a quick check before we start. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Please mention it in the chat box. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Great. So I have got the confirmation that I am audible and visible. So I would like to welcome you all. Very good morning with a pleasant scene in the sky that is two planets. They are in conjunction. So my day along with me, Vikrant sir is here in this pleasant morning, bringing you the views from the cosmos. And what is the view? What the view? If you to the eastern side. Okay, if you all have access to the eastern side, why this not happening? ये लो सर, आ गया. Okay, so if you all have access to the eastern horizon, just move out of your house or see it from your balcony. Right, you will figure out that there are two stars which are very near to each other. Which are very near to each other, and those two stars, they are the two planets. One is the king of our solar system, or you can say the biggest planet of our solar system, that is Jupiter. And second one is currently being the morning star, that is Venus. So, how they are looking like, what exactly the conjunction is, how it can be seen from telescope. We are going to do everything over here, right? And yes, you can definitely see the conjunction from telescope. Right now we have already set up a telescope. We'll show you the view through the telescope. We'll tell you about which telescope we are using and how you can see it. And that's nice. Very good, Vani. You have found it. That's very nice. You can put your smartphones to use to capture the photographs of this conjunction. You can also do simple experiments wherein you can actually hide two planets just behind your thumb. You just need to stretch out your thumb, close your one eye, and you will figure out that both the planets behind your so, without talking much, right, I will directly show you the first picture of the two planets that we have taken from a normal camera. How is it looking like from a DSLR, right? So, I'm going to show you the first picture on the screen within next minute. Live is on. Yeah, complete screen outside. Yes, live view यहाँ पे on तो है but not giving me options. Image ही दिखाना पड़ेगा. Okay, so I'm going to put on the live view on your screen right within the very next 1 minute, and you all will be amazed to see the two tiny dots which are there in the eastern sky. Those are actually two planets. One planet is almost equivalent to the size of Earth, and second one so big wherein you can fit more than 1000 Earth. Can you imagine? And now we'll be able to see both the planets in one go in the same field of view. The first field of view which I am going to show you is directly from the camera feed. That means I have taken a camera, put it onto a tripod, right? And then I have kept it and showing you the live view. So over here, in next 3 seconds, the view will be there on your screen. Okay, so this is the eastern horizon from Delhi, right? Sir, can you just, yeah, we can have it on the normal view. And I hope you all can see this. I hope you all can see the first images of conjunction on our screen, wherein right now, okay, right, right now, it is the eastern horizon, and you will be able to figure out a bright dot near the center. You will be able to figure out a bright dot near the center, and very near to it there's a faint dot. Okay, very near to it there is a faint dot. I won't reveal what exactly is this. I'm just going to magnify the view for you all so that you all can yourself see and decide which planets are these. And now here we have the magnified view on our screen, and all thanks to Vikrant sir who is bringing this magnificent views to us. Right. So I hope you all can see on the screen. Yes. So now I want you all to recognize which planet is Venus and which one is Jupiter. Don't worry, this might not be a very good view. Do not worry, we are going to show you the view from the telescope as well. But at first, just by looking at the apparent size of the two, can you figure out which planet is Venus and which one is Jupiter? Everyone, those who are still able to try or trying to figure out where exactly is this in the sky, just open up any compass, any digital compass, okay, in your phone, and figure out the eastern direction. Near about eastern direction in the sky, you will be able to figure out two dots, right? So I just want to, very good, those who have found, that's very nice. Please put your smartphones on use, take the pictures, right? The one up is Venus and down one is Jupiter. Okay, I have got the first answer. Let's see that. Let's see that how many of you else can answer this. Jupiter, Venus, बड़ा वाला.
बड़ा वीनस है, ब्राइटर वीनस
Okay, the right one is Jupiter and left one was Venus. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for some more answers. So only two bodies are visible. Yeah, exactly, two bodies are visible. Those are the two planets. Okay. Can you increase the Galilean images है क्या?
हुआ बहुत लोगों
So हल्का सा focus और change करिएगा.
फोकस
बैठ से. Galilean images. So I guess on the screen only two of you know that which one is Venus and which one is Jupiter. Vani Goyal, you can put on any lens. If you have 25 mm, please see that. Don't go for any eyepiece which is having very low focal length, right? Upper one Venus and down one is Jupiter. Okay, so now I'm just going to take an image of this, right? And I'll remove this, and then I'm going to take you onto an stellarium. Okay, so that you all will understand which one actually is the Venus and which one is Jupiter. all will be surprised that what you have answered. Let's see whether it's correct or not. Even I don't know. Okay, though I know, but yeah, for a second, I also don't know that which one exactly is the Venus. Right. So just give us a second. I'll show you the view from the stadium so that you all can understand. And meanwhile, I'll just close up this live view here, and I'll put on an image on the display. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I'm just setting up the photograph for you all. And meanwhile, we are just going to connect our camera to the telescope. Right. Okay. So here on the screen, you all can see the image that we have picked of the conjunction. Right. You can see the two dots, which can be seen bright, very bright. Right. Which can be seen very bright on the screen. Okay. And these are the two dots which are the two planets. Now, we are talking about the conjunction. I hope all of you know what exactly the conjunction is. If you do not know, let me tell you one thing. In the space, see, we all know one thing. Our whole solar system, it is almost in a single plane. Okay, it is almost in a single plane. Not exactly, but when we look from outside, it looks almost like it is in the single plane. So when we look at the planet, it seems to follow a line. Okay, when we look at the planets, the path of the planet from the Earth seems to follow a line, and generally we call that line as ecliptic. So, if we go by definition, that is known as the path of the sun. But if we look in the same plane, we can also figure out the planets. So either you will find all the planets on the ecliptic, or just either right or left of the, or up and down of the ecliptic. Right. Today we have two planets in conjunction. That means Venus and Jupiter. And conjunction means two bodies, two celestial bodies, which closer or appears to be closer. So if I talk about distance of Venus and Jupiter, they are very far away from each other. They are very far away from each other in the real sky. Okay. So maybe the brighter one or down one is Venus because it is close to Earth. Found Venus is near the Earth, so it looks bigger. So I guess most of you have figured out that which one is actually Venus and which one is Jupiter, right? So I'm just going to share the screen of the stadium as well, right? I guess all of you have seen the picture. So now let me just put on a screen also, screen of stadium, so that I can show you that how or how exactly your planets are placed and what else is there to look up in the sky right now. Along with the conjunction, there is one more thing. So we will focus only on conjunction. Okay. So over here, you all can see that there's the screen of stellarium. I've put it over here. Okay. And in the center, you will figure out there's either Jupiter or Venus. So I'm just going to zoom in.
Venus. Jupiter is Mercury.
Okay. Now, I hope you all can guess it well now, right? Which one is Venus and which one is Jupiter, right? So All of you got the idea? The lower one in the picture was the Venus that you all have seen in the first moment. Okay, and the star on the upper side is actually Jupiter, right? So Venus, Jupiter. Now, if you all see very carefully over here, I don't know how many of you observed it in the picture, though it was not very clear. But right now, if you see it on the stellium, can you all see the illumination of Venus? Okay, it's mentioned as illuminated 67.6%. That means Venus will not appear like a full disk, it will appear in a gibbous form, right? It will appear in a gibbous form. Second best thing, let me tell you one point here. That is, if you point your telescope onto the Venus, okay, if you point the telescope onto the Venus in the same frame, you will get the Jupiter as well. Probably over here you can see this is Jupiter and this is Venus over here. So if I just rearrange, arrange my field of view in a way that I bring Jupiter on one corner, I can definitely see the Venus on the other corner. And which telescope I'm talking about? So here, let me just put it onto the screen. A simple 8-inch Dobsonian telescope. So this is going to be the view. Anyone who is having an 8-inch Dobsonian telescope, this is going to be the view. One of the very rare view, probably in my case, since the time I have started doing astronomy, this is only the second case when I am seeing this conjunction. The first one was the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn when they both were visible in the same field of view. But now we have Venus and Jupiter, right? So you all can enjoy this picture. Okay, you all can look out again. You all should look out in the eastern direction. Okay, you all should look out in the eastern direction. Now they are very clear. Okay, very clear and clearly visible with the naked eye. Venus is shining brightly on the eastern side, right, and can be easily seen. Okay, so our team is trying to set up the camera.
Village. You can start. You can
ये अभी वीनस है मार्स है क्या ये तो ये कोने पे है जुपिटर है
you can do that.
ओके तो मैं वीनस दिखा दूं पहले वाओ सो
There are clouds. So
uh,
only it's visible now. Second should be visible. You can see Jupiter on top, Venus on bottom.
wait. So now we have the visuals from our camera as well. Okay, so I am just going to quickly put on my EOS screen, right, so that we all can have a look through the telescope. Okay, we all can have the view from the telescope. Just give me a second. I'm just going to connect my camera with
As
my
you
laptop.
get to better focus. Venus का half face दिख रहा है.
1 second, sir. So I'm trying to put on this EOS utility for you all. Right. Give me a second so that I can connect it.
Okay, we can see bands of Jupiter.
Wow, very nice visuals are over here. And without wasting time, I just want to share the view with you all. Right. So I hope now you all can see the views on the screen. Planet Jupiter with its bands. planet Jupiter with its bands. I hope you all can see this. And now I won't talk, only the visuals will talk now. Okay, so planet Jupiter is the first thing that we are focusing on the screen right now, and here we have both the things. Here we have both the things. First, right now, the magnified view of the Jupiter, and now both Venus and Jupiter in the picture. I want you all can even take a screenshot for this memory of the lifetime. Don't worry, guys, if you can only see my face now, I have pointed it over here. Very good. Nice point over here. जब बाहर ही देखना है तो आप अंधेरे में क्यों बैठे हैं? Very nice, nice point. So we are outside just to give you a live view, right? Just to give you the live view of the Jupiter and Venus. Extremely blurry. It's not blurry. It's just more magnified view.
The
So
dark
we
phase
can
of
we can
Venus.
we can wait here, and over here you can see the 67% illuminated part, almost like little more than half, and you can see both the planets. Right now, the sky in Delhi, right? So clouds are coming and going like this. So you might see that Jupiter is getting fainted for some seconds, right? But Venus is over here. Can I make this into a NFT? Nice question. I will answer this as no. So now here you can see only Venus on your screen, the gibbous phase of the Venus. Oh wow, sir, can we have the like
Both.
both?
Okay, so Jupiter is very faint. You can see it on the top. So we will have to overexpose Venus to get Jupiter.
So demagnify करो बस. नहीं वो कोई बात.
Demagnified.
This is
Magnification.
10. Wait, I'll
हाँ,
do it from here.
हाँ.
हाँ हो गया हो गया. Okay, so here we have the visuals of both the things. One is Venus, second is Jupiter on the screen. See, clouds are coming and going from the top of Jupiter. Right now, there are no clouds, so you can see both. You can see both on your screen.
Jupiter is much fainter.
Jupiter is much fainter. Why? Because of the distance. Okay, if I talk about this in reality, the distance of Venus is just 75 million kilometers away from us. Just
And
75
Jupiter
million.
reflects 30% of the light, while Venus reflects 70% of the light.
I have got an interesting fact over here from Vikrant sir. Thank you, Vikrant sir, for sharing this. That Jupiter only reflects the 30% of the light, whatever it is getting from the sun. Venus, it reflects 70%, sir.
Yes,
It reflects 70% of the light. That's why Venus appears brighter, right? Now, actually, the lower one is Venus in the sky in the picture. The higher one on the right hand side is the Venus, and in the left hand corner is the Jupiter. One equal, sir, I saw a satellite. Wow, that's nice. That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah, it's going there. There is going Vani. Where is she located?
Oh wow, very
Near
good.
the
If
zenith.
anyone who is in Delhi NCR, look near the zenith, though it's
It's
little
going
cloudy, you
eastwards.
can see there's a satellite which is going eastward. Very nice.
Vani कहाँ पे located है?
Delhi.
बस perfect. She is.
Vani, I guess you are in Delhi only. Okay, so here we have the two planets, right? One is Venus, second one is Jupiter, both in conjunction. And I was discussing about the conjunction. See, when the two planets they appear very near to each other, though they are very far, it's exactly like that Jupiter is behind the Venus if you look in single line from here from the Earth. When both of them they come near to each other and almost they are forming a single line in the orbit, in it's seen from the Earth, right? So that's why we are seeing them so closely. That's why it's a conjunction. Okay, conjunction of the two planets. So now we are going to expose this a bit. We are also going to record the video over here. Okay, so that we can later on process it and get a beautiful photographs of the conjunction. If you all have the smartphone or DSLR camera, put your astrophotography knowledge into use. Take the pictures of the conjunction. Doesn't matter whether you are getting zoomed in view or not. Just click this moment. This is a special moment where you are getting two planets in a single frame. That too very near to each other. Okay, so if probably anyone who is able to look at the settings which are happening in our cameras, so you will see that my camera has currently is it 1 second. Okay, so now it is going on to the video mode, right? And probably see Vikrant sir is there with me, so he is trying to record the video, right? And when we'll be recording the video, see, in case you want to do planetary photography, anyone who is interested in it, so this is the way how you can click the planets. Okay, what do you need for that? Is you need you need to put your camera onto the video mode, record the videos of the planet. From there, we need to extract out the frames. Reason being because planets are too faint if you want to see their features, so you need to click multiple pictures and then stack them together. Okay, that is one way, but taking so many photographs might take some time. So instead of that, we record a video, which is again a collection of photographs, right? In video, we have 25 frames per second. That means per second we are clicking 25 photographs. So that's why we are setting up our camera for clicking the video. And once that will be done, I'll again show you the views of the Jupiter and Venus. And meanwhile, twilight has started, right? So if you are very near to any monument, any building, or if you want to click your photographs as well with the conjunction, with the two things that is Venus and Jupiter, you can very easily click them. Just stand out, go out, right? Stand behind the two stars, wake up your father and mother, right? Take your photographs, take their photographs too. Share the photographs with us. You might be having a WhatsApp number. If not, share it with us onto our email ID. Our email ID is getintouch@space-india.com. So this is one thing here. I'll probably start with one more thing. I'm again going to, for those who have joined now, I'm again putting up the picture of the conjunction on the screen. You all can see that what picture we have clicked few minutes back. So this is the picture of the conjunction. That is how close the two planets are there with each other. Okay, so you can see here in the center of the photograph two planets with respect to the horizon. An image like that. What was the focal length, sir? 55.
2500.
No, no, no.
इसके 30 to 55 के बीच में रखी थी.
In between 30 to 55 focal length, we have clicked this particular image, right? And the camera that we are using over here is Canon 1300D. I'll also try to show you the setup, complete setup, that how we are going live,
इसके बाद
right? So right now we are recording the videos. Ah, yes. So I'll put on the screen for you all so that you all can see that the video is getting recorded. Okay. Yes. So here I'm having the visuals from the video. Okay. So here you can see that a video is getting recorded of both the planets in the frame. both the planets in the frame. One is Jupiter, second one is Venus. You all can see the gibbous phase of Venus. The equipments that we are using over here for this particular webinar to record this video, right, is telescope, that is mid 10-inch telescope, right? Then
Hmm.
we are using Canon 1300D camera, okay, DSLR camera, and for the live view we have connected it to a laptop using a software called EOS utility. You all can see right now Vikrant sir has magnified, just for a second he has magnified the view of the Venus, so that you can see that the Venus was in gibbous phase. You can see a little more than half. That's the gibbous phase of Venus. That's a magnified view of Venus from the telescope. Let me tell you one thing over here, that if you have a telescope pointed onto the planets, your view will be much, much, much better than what exactly the camera is showing to you. Right? What exactly the camera is showing to you, your view will be much better than this. So point your telescope onto the camera, take photographs, share it with us, right? And if you want to upload it on social media, don't forget to tag Space India. Don't forget to tag Space India on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere you are uploading. Okay. You can also do a simple experiment, that is, you can actually hide the two planets behind your thumb, right? Behind your thumb.
Outstretched arm.
Okay, what you need to do is just outstretch your arm, close your one eye, right? Point your thumb towards the Venus. Venus and Jupiter, they both will be hidden just behind your thumb.
And the distance today is less than half the width of the moon. So about exactly half the width of the moon.
Now, wow, very good, nice insight, sir. So I have got another point over here, that the distance between the two planets is almost half of the width of the moon. So what is the width of moon?
30 arc seconds,
30
30
arc
arc
second.
minutes or half a degree.
Okay. So anyone who understands that if we take the whole sky, right, we can divide it into if we take a circle, we can take it into 360 degrees, right? And from the 360 degree, if we take just 1 degree, that will be covered, and out of the one we take it like half part of it. Okay, just half degree. That is the size of the moon on the whole sky. Half degrees, right? And from that half, if we even further reduce that to one fourth, okay, one fourth of a degree, right? So the subdivision of degrees is into like goes into
Okay, Jupiter's
uh,
moons.
oh wow, very nice visual coming over here. You all can see Jupiter, right? And along with the Jupiter, you all can see there are two dots on the top. There are two dots on the top. Those are the two Galilean moons of Jupiter. Amazing view,
Third,
amazing view.
third is
And
over there.
probably the third one is over there. First, there were two on above the Jupiter. Now the third one over here in line below the Jupiter, you can see. Okay, right now two are in the frame. Right now two are in the frame. And anyone, I want you all, anyone, please go on Stellarium, check and tell me the names of the three moons of Jupiter that are visible probably over here. Can we focus it more?
It's focused fully, but it's as bright as it gets.
Oh, okay. So right now twilight is happening, right? You will see that sky is turning blue, and over here right now on the screen we have two moons of Jupiter.
Three.
So two,
Third view. तो एक तरफ देखो,
one,
एक इसके
two,
ऊपर.
one. Okay. Okay, so here we have the third moon. Two moons just above the Jupiter. You can see the two dots. Okay, you can see the two dots. I want you all to go on Stellarium and check and tell me what are these two moons which are near the Jupiter. And then there's a third moon which is over here below the Jupiter. I hope you all can see, right? That's It might be a little bit blurred, right? But it's all because of as daylight is approaching, right? The
तो
view will start getting fainter
ओवर
and
एक्सपोज
fainter.
किया है हमने मून जुपिटर को ताकि फेंट मून दिख सके ब्लर्ड नहीं है वो लेट मी शो यू इफ आई विल zoom if I will decrease this now you will see Jupiter is in perfect focus can you see the bands
Look,
see Jupiter is in focus
you need to focus a bit.
करूँ
थोड़ा सा focus करो sir.
करता हूँ
So we are trying to
बादल
achieve
आ
a
गया
better focus for you all.
बादल आया हुआ है इसके ऊपर
But right now there are some clouds on the Jupiter. Let's wait.
वो देखो tiny cloud सीधा है उसी के ऊपर
Let's wait. Io Europa Ganymede Telescope. Okay, now very good, very good. Raki Rati, get the best shot in the video and take a screenshot. No, that's not the way. See how to make a video into a picture. There are some softwares where what you need to do is first you need to stabilize the video. Okay, once you stabilizing the video means right now if you look carefully, the Jupiter is moving, continuously moving in the frame. Okay, so when we record is it's like as the Earth is moving, so what we'll get is Jupiter is going from one point to another. So we need to stabilize it so that Jupiter can remain at a particular position. Then we need to extract out the frames. So for that we need to use another software. Okay, so that from one single video of let's say probably of 10 minutes, so you will get in 1 second there are 25 frames, right? So in 10 seconds you will have 250 frames, and in 10 minutes you will have in you need to multiply 25 into 60 25 into 600 frames, right? So we have these many photographs, so that particular software is going to stack them all, and later on what you will get is at the end an amazing photograph of the planet. Callisto Europa Io, three moons are visible. Very good. Oh, someone has sent me a picture on my WhatsApp, so let's see. I've got one. I'll probably show it over here. Okay, so probably you might have sent it onto the astronomer number. Only able to see the two dots. Yes, those are only two dots visible to you. You need to put onto a telescope. Okay, if you put on a telescope, then you will be able to figure out the moons of Jupiter. Clever crazy. Which telescope do you have, sir? Right now it's need 10-inch telescope. I'll show you the complete setup. Don't worry. Not the clear plan, Swani, Goel, whatever you are able to see, don't worry about that. Okay, first try to get both the planets in a single frame. Okay, that's your conjunction view of conjunction. Then you can go for the eyepieces with the lower focal length so that you can get the magnified view. And here you again you can see on the screen there's Venus and Jupiter. Okay, perfectly exposed, perfectly exposed for a video to be shooted, right? And you all can see that they're moving, they're slightly moving on the screen. Right now, Venus is there in the gibbous phase. They're trying to achieve the best focus possible.
करूँ
ठीक है सर, इतना काफी दिख रहा है. So there is Venus. Yes, there is Venus on the screen right now. And I'll try to connect my phone so that I can show you the setup, right? Or probably wait a second, I'll take a photograph and then I will show the setup to you all. Right, just give me a second, I'll set up a photograph so that you all can understand what exactly the setup we are going to use. 70 aperture telescope Vani. From that, you won't be able to resolve out the complete disk, but you might be able to see the phase of the Venus. That's the gibbous phase of the Venus. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm just going to click a quick photograph.
Okay, focus is there. You have a focus.
Okay, I hope. Meanwhile, when I'm clicking the photograph, side by side, you can see the bands of Jupiter. You can see the bands of Jupiter now. So, can we focus on the Jupiter? Yeah. Can we zoom on the Jupiter so that we can see the bands on Jupiter? Nice visuals are coming in. Like you all can see the bands of Jupiter. And side by side, now I'm going to show you the setup also. Okay, so as I've already explained for the setup, we have taken a telescope, we have taken a DSLR camera, I have connected my laptop with the camera through a USB cable. Now almost daylight is there, but still you all can see sun is about to rise in few minutes now. Okay, sun will is about to rise in few minutes now, probably by 6 sunrise time is. So probably by 6 we might get the sunrise. Right now still two planets can be seen in the sky. If you all are able to see that, probably you might have the last few minutes to see the conjunction. Okay, probably last few minutes. So please go and see. Okay, Ganymede, Io, Europa. Okay,
Europa was the farthest, the closest to Ganymede. Io was next to Ganymede. Sunrise.
so those who okay. Now the next image probably on your screen is of the setup, right?
Sunrise is 5:39. 5:44 for sunrise. 5:40, 40.
So after 5:40, the sunrise will be there. Okay, so I was right when I said a couple of minutes. Now, so over here on the screen, you all can see a setup, right? Oh, I hope you all can see this my laptop screen. Okay, now connected to my laptop screen, you all can see that there's a USB cable which is going all the way to the camera, and here we have Vikrant sir, right? A passionate astronomer, okay, who is doing astronomy from past more than 20-25 years now, even before that, right, with the great Meade telescope. It's a 10-inch telescope with which we have connected our camera, okay, and providing you the live visuals of the conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. I hope you all can understand this, right? Can you all understand the setup from here? Okay, and rest all how to take the photographs. We have covered that in our astrophotography part of our eye astronomer session. Basics we have covered in our various webinars as well. Okay, so probably for last few minutes now, probably 1 or 2 more minutes, you will be able to see the conjunction. So I won't waste much time onto the setup part. Right, I will move on towards the second view, that is of the conjunction. Right, so I put on the view of conjunction on your screen. You all can see that Venus and Jupiter, they are almost there in the center of the screen. We have underexposed it now. Okay, right now the sky is blue, but over here it might look black. Why? Because we have changed the exposure. That's the settings. Right now here you can see the Jupiter, and this is 10 times magnification. If you all have a telescope, point your telescope onto the Jupiter. You probably last few minutes now. Okay,
जुपिटर को तुम दिन में भी दिखा सकते हैं, वीनस को दिन में भी दिखाएगा.
so there's a fun fact. Venus is so bright that even in the daytime we can try to show you the Venus. Right, but Jupiter it's fainter than Venus as seen from the sky, though it is very, very, very big in size. Right, it can hold in almost 1300 Earths inside it. You can imagine how big is Jupiter. And Venus is it's of the similar size as that of Earth. Right, but over here you can see probably the last glimpse of the conjunction. Right. Ah, so there is some turbulence. It's because of clouds or atmosphere or what? Can you all see that there is some turbulence on the edge of the Venus? Okay, so very nice. So over here, thank you so much, Raki. The best conjunction ever observed. Now, one thing over here. So this was the Venus Jupiter conjunction. You all have seen it live. Those your friends who have missed it, okay, you can still take a screenshot. You can still take a screenshot, right? You can also take your own photographs with, like when you are watching the webinar. Okay, share the photographs with us. You can share the link of this live webcast with your friends. Oh, this is Daksharati. Okay, I got it. Now I got it. Now, so yes, it's getting too windy here in Delhi, and with that, the Jupiter is almost about to disappear from the sky if we see it from the naked eye. Okay, probably for next 1 or 2 minutes more, we will be able to spot it with the naked eye. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you one thing. If you all have a binocular, just like one I'm having over here in my hand, you can also use a binocular to see the conjunction. How can I forget that? Right. You also have this. Right. I'm sitting over here. I'm sitting over here. I'm only enjoying the view through the binocular. With the binocular, still I can easily figure out the two planets in the same field of view. Right. I cannot move on to telescope. All thanks to the live webinar. All thanks to the live webinar, I cannot move to the telescope, but still I can use a binocular. You can also use a binocular to see the conjunction. Okay, those you can share this link. As I was saying, you can share this link with your friends. Like and subscribe the channel for more informative webinars. And if you want to do the course, if you want to do the course related to the astronomy, it's not actually a course, I would say that as a club meet, right? If you want to join a club where we do all these activities, so the club is iAstronomer. Please visit onto our website learn.space-india.com. Here most of the people who have joined, they are the part of the astronomer club. You can also be the part of the same club, right? Where we keep on doing the webinars. Okay, this is one thing over here, and probably very soon we will come up with another webinar, right? I won't disclose the topic over here. Very soon we are going to come up with that. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed the Venus Jupiter conjunction, right? And since you can see on the screen, the views it's getting fainter and fainter. You've seen the real sky also, the view will start getting faint. Okay, so I'll probably like take this webinar to the last moments. Okay, again for last few seconds, for 5 to 10 seconds, I'll show you the view, live view. I'll leave you with the live view here. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. After 2 to 3 minutes, I'll move this video from here. Okay, or probably after 10-15 seconds, I'll move this video from here. I'll leave the image of the conjunction on the screen. I'll leave the image of the conjunction on the screen so that you all can see that image, right? So here you can see probably the last visuals of Jupiter. We are trying to magnify, trying to get the best focus of it. And with this, thank you everyone for joining us for the webinar. I'll leave you with the image that we clicked in the starting about the two stars that were there in the sky, which are actually not the stars, the two planets of our solar system. That is Venus and Jupiter, which were in the Great Conjunction, right? So I'll probably leave you with the photograph, and your I'll take the leaf from here. Once again, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. Stay tuned to our Space India channel for more such webinars, content for you all. And if you wish to join the community, you can always come to the iAstronomer Club, right? So all thanks to Vikrant sir for showing us the great visuals, this great work behind the camera, showing us the great visuals as well as the facts related to the particular event of Venus and Jupiter conjunction. Probably the last visuals are there on the screen. And now over here. Thank you everyone for joining once again. Goodbye everyone. Now I'll move on to the telescope for the final view. Bye everyone.